Super Agers, gather close, because this might be the most important nighttime warning you'll ever hear. Each night, as the stars rise and the world slows down, your body begins a sacred process, healing, restoring, rebuilding. But what if, without even knowing it, you were sabotaging it all? Not with a loud mistake, but with small, quiet habits. Harmless things, familiar things, a warm drink, a quick bite, one last episode. A pill you've always trusted, but behind the scenes, your brain's blood vessels may be tightening. Your heart rate may be tipping into danger, and your risk of a silent, devastating stroke creeping higher, not tomorrow, not next week, but maybe one unremarkable night when you least expect it. You see, the hours before bed are not just wind-down hours, they're the body's final instructions before sleep takes over. Give it the wrong instructions, and the consequences can be life-altering. So tonight, before you brush your teeth, before you dim the lights, stay with me, because in the next few minutes, you'll uncover 8 common bedtime habits that millions over 60 are doing right now. And that just might be quietly turning their sleep into a setup for stroke. Don't be one of them. In first place for us, the TV trap, falling asleep with the screen. On, it's been a long day, dinner's done, the lights are low. You ease into your favourite chair, the one that knows your shape better than anyone, and with one gentle press of the remote, the room begins to glow. A familiar face on the screen, a laugh track, a comforting voice. The noise is soft, the mood is calm, and slowly your body begins to melt into sleep. But here's the secret your screen isn't telling you. That warm flicker, that trusted companion in the corner of your living room, may be quietly stealing something precious. You see, the light from a television screen isn't like candlelight. It's not warm, it's not gentle, it's cold, blue, artificial. And blue light is a master of deception. It tells your brain, wake up. It says, it's still daytime, don't release the melatonin yet. Melatonin, the very hormone that tells your body it's safe to rest, to repair, to protect your heart and blood vessels while you sleep. Without melatonin, your body doesn't just struggle to fall asleep. It fails to enter the deep stages where healing happens. And that's not all. Your stress hormone, cortisol, may rise in response to late-night screen time. Even if you're not feeling stressed, your body is. Your blood vessels constrict slightly, your heart works a little harder, and night after night, this invisible tension adds up, increasing your risk of high blood pressure, irregular heartbeat, and ultimately, stroke. The cruel part, you may never feel it coming. Because the damage is silent, it builds in the background while your eyes are closed and the credits roll. Here's the gentle swap, the wise shift. Instead of dozing off to TV static and flickering lights, build a bedtime ritual that soothes your entire system. Pick up a real book, one with pages, not pixels. Or let soft instrumental music guide your thoughts into calm. You might even try deep breathing or sipping a warm herbal tea while listening to the quiet of the night. Because your body isn't a machine that simply turns off. It's a living orchestra, and it needs the right kind of conductor to guide it into rest. Let your bedtime be sacred, turn off the noise, and give your heart, your brain, your future, the peace it deserves. In second place, we have midnight feast, morning risk, the silent danger of eating it. It's dark outside, the house is quiet, the day is winding down, but your stomach, it's just now waking up. Maybe it was a long phone call, maybe dinner ran late, or maybe somewhere around 9:30 you remembered the leftovers, rich, saucy, delicious leftovers, still waiting in the fridge. So you warm it up, a little pasta here, a few bites of roast chicken there. It feels innocent, comforting, and before you know it, you've had a full second dinner, right before bed. But here's what no one told you. That late-night indulgence may be waking up more than just your digestive system. You see, digestion isn't passive, it's intense. It demands blood flow, energy, hormonal shifts, especially when the meal is large, fatty, or hard to break down. Your body must work overtime, pumping blood to the stomach, activating digestive enzymes, producing insulin. Your heart beats harder, your pressure stays elevated, and instead of winding down for rest, your body stays on alert. Now here's where it gets dangerous. At night, your blood pressure is supposed to dip, a natural dip that gives your heart and arteries a break. But when you've eaten a heavy meal, that dip may never come. Your system stays active, and that's when the risk begins to rise. Studies have shown that people who eat big meals late at night have higher nighttime blood pressure, lower heart rate variability, and, most dangerously, a greater chance of suffering a stroke during sleep. And the worst part, you won't feel it. You'll just go to bed full and think all is well, but deep inside, your blood vessels are under pressure. Your brain is missing its nightly reset. And slowly, quietly, the odds start to shift in the wrong direction. Here's your better bedtime plan. Shift your main meal earlier. Aim to finish dinner at least 3 hours before your head hits the pillow. Choose lighter evening foods. Think gently cooked vegetables, soups, a piece of grilled fish, or a calming bowl of oatmeal. Not only will your digestion thank you, but your heart will too. You'll sleep deeper, breathe easier, and give your brain a safer night to rest and restore. Because the goal isn't just to fall asleep, it's to wake up stronger, safer, and ready for another day of vitality. Number 3, skipping your water, the quiet risk. No one talks about. There's a final moment before bed, when the lights are low, the slippers are off, and you're about to pull back the covers. Everything is quiet. Everything feels still. And in that moment, you might think, I'm fine. I don't need that glass of water tonight. But here's the thing, super ager. Your body never stops working even while you sleep. And what you don't drink before bed may quietly shape how your heart and brain survive the night. Let's pull back the curtain. When you go too long without fluids, your blood doesn't just sit quietly, it thickens. Yes, thickens. Without enough hydration, your bloodstream becomes a slower, stickier river, making it harder for your heart to pump and easier for clots to form. And here's the harsh truth. Clots are the number one cause of ischemic strokes, the kind that sneak up while you're dreaming. When there's no one around to notice a drooping face or a slurred word, just you, your heart, and the decisions you made before bed. Now, you might say, but won't I just wake up to pee? And yes, no one loves those midnight bathroom trips. But here's what matters more. That small glass of water before bed could be what keeps blood flowing smoothly through the brain you've spent a lifetime building. It's the difference between a night of risk and a night of quiet protection. Because when you sleep, your body goes into maintenance mode, your cells repair, your memories store. But none of it works properly without water, the very fuel of life. Even mild dehydration can trigger a cascade of trouble. Thicker blood, elevated blood pressure. Increased heart rate, greater risk of nighttime clotting. It's invisible, it's silent, and it's entirely preventable. So here's your simple, powerful swap. About 30 minutes before bed, sip a small glass of room temperature water. Not too cold, not too much. Just enough to hydrate without disturbing your rest. Think of it like tucking in your blood vessels, giving them a smooth, gentle stream to float through while you sleep. It's not just a habit, it's a stroke defense system, hiding in plain sight. And for something so simple, it just might be the most life-saving thing you do all day. Number 4, holding in stress and worry, when your mind won't let your heart rest. You've brushed your teeth, you've turned out the lights, you're lying in bed, still, but not truly still. Because even though the room is quiet, your mind is loud. Thoughts whirl, conversations replay. What you didn't say, what you should have done, that bill you forgot, that test result you're still waiting for. Even the silence feels like it's echoing with what-ifs. To anyone else, it looks like you're peacefully sleeping, but inside, your brain is in battle mode, running through imaginary arguments, solving unsolvable problems, wrestling with invisible fears. And your heart? It's not sleeping either. It's beating faster than it should. Your blood pressure is rising, not falling. Your stress hormones, cortisol, adrenaline, are pulsing through your veins like it's high noon on a battlefield, not midnight in a bedroom. Here's the hard truth, dear superager. Stress doesn't retire when you do. In fact, as we age, we become more sensitive to stress, not less. Our vascular system stiffens, our resilience wears thinner, and chronic, unresolved nighttime anxiety becomes a direct highway to elevated stroke risk. You may not see the damage, you may not feel it immediately, but stress is a slow poison, tightening arteries, disrupting sleep cycles, triggering irregular heart rhythms, and subtly increasing the odds of a catastrophic event. Because the body doesn't know the difference between real danger and a racing thought. If your mind is in a storm, your body will prepare for a flood. So what can you do? You don't need to erase your worries. You just need to release them. Try this sacred 10-minute ritual before bed. Sit down with a pen and paper. No phone, no screen. Write freely, not for grammar, not for anyone else. Just get the thoughts out. What you're afraid of, what you're grateful for, what you need your mind to stop carrying for the night. Or, if writing isn't your thing, try soft-spoken affirmations. I am safe tonight. My body knows how to rest. I can set this burden down, even just for a little while. It sounds simple, but the act of giving your brain permission to stop fighting, that's where the healing begins. Because true rest isn't just about closing your eyes, it's about opening a space inside your soul where peace can enter. And your heart, that lifelong warrior inside your chest, deserves to sleep in peace too. Number 5, sleeping on your back. The wrong way can steal your breath and your safety. You fluff the pillow, you stretch your arms, let out a sigh, and settle in, flat on your back. It feels natural, open, relaxing. A position of peace, of surrender. But here's the secret millions don't know. For some people over 60, maybe even you, sleeping flat on your back could turn the night into something far more dangerous than restful. Because hidden behind that calm position may be a silent thief, one that doesn't knock, doesn't shout, but gently, night after night, steals the oxygen from your brain. It's called sleep apnea. And it doesn't always come with dramatic gasps or loud snoring. Sometimes it's quiet. Sometimes it's just a few pauses in your breath, barely noticeable. But those pauses can lower oxygen levels in your blood, forcing your heart to pump harder and your blood pressure to spike. Over time, that chronic oxygen starvation can damage blood vessels in the brain and set the stage for a stroke while you sleep. Here's what makes it so tricky. Most people with sleep apnea don't even know they have it. They just feel groggy in the morning. Maybe they wake up a few times at night. Maybe their spouse says, "You snored like a bear last night." But they shrug it off. What they don't realize is that when you sleep on your back, gravity pulls your tongue and soft tissues downward, narrowing the airway, especially in older adults. That small collapse can mean minutes, yes, minutes, of interrupted breathing throughout the night. And the brain, it suffers in silence. Think of it like this. Imagine your brain as a garden. Sleep apnea is like slowly turning off the water hose. Not all the way, just enough to let the roots start to dry out. The damage is invisible at first, until one day something wilts or breaks. But here's the good news. This is fixable, treatable, preventable. Here's your action step tonight. Get checked. Ask your doctor about a sleep study, even an at-home one, especially if you've been waking up tired, experiencing brain fog, or if someone's ever said, "You stop breathing at night." And if you do sleep on your back, try elevating your head slightly, or placing a pillow under your knees to shift pressure away from your throat. For some, side sleeping is safer. For others, a simple CPAP machine can change everything, restoring full, rich oxygen to your brain and heart. Because sleep isn't just about rest, it's about survival, and the way you lie down tonight could shape how you rise tomorrow. So don't sleep through the warning signs. Sleep smarter, breathe easier, live longer. Number 6, the hidden danger of taking medications or supplements at night. You've always been careful, taking your pills like clockwork, trusting that each one is helping you stay strong, healthy, and independent. But what if the timing of those very pills is quietly tipping the scales against you? Many medications, especially blood pressure drugs and sleep aids, are powerful tools. They can calm your heart, ease your mind, and keep dangerous spikes in check. But taken at the wrong hour, especially late at night, they might send your blood pressure plummeting too low or trigger irregular heart rhythms that you can't feel until it's too late. Your body changes as you age. Blood vessels stiffen, the heart's rhythm can shift, and the delicate dance of your cardiovascular system becomes more fragile. Mix in a medication that lowers blood pressure too much during the deep hours of sleep. You've got a recipe for dizziness, falls, or worse, silent strokes that strike without warning. It's a quiet danger, one you might never suspect because the symptoms can be subtle: a little fatigue, a slight dizziness getting up in the night, or just a feeling that something's off but hard to pin down. Yet every night, the wrong timing can strain your heart and brain, undermining all the good your medicines are supposed to do. Here's the key: never take your supplements or meds without knowing exactly when and how. Talk to your doctor. Review every pill, every drop, every powder. Ask how timing affects your heart's safety and your stroke risk. Because when it comes to medications, when you take them can be just as important as what you take. Make your nighttime routine a moment of wisdom, not risk. And sleep with the peace of knowing your medications are working for you, not against you. Number 7, just hold it. The midnight mistake you keep repeating. It's 3:07 a.m. You stir, half awake. A quiet discomfort hums low in your belly. Your bladder taps gently, like a polite guest. Excuse me, it's time, but your brain's already negotiating. Nah, too cold, too tired, too early, I'll go later. You roll over, tuck in, convince yourself that discipline means staying still. But what if discipline isn't about silence? What if real self-control is knowing when to listen? Because while you lie there pretending not to notice, your body is wide awake. Your bladder fills, your nerves fire. Your sympathetic nervous system, the one built for survival, kicks on like an engine. Heart rate, upper, blood pressure, upper, stress hormones, activated, sleep, fragmented, rest, hijacked. You're holding in more than just urine. You're holding in biological tension. And your heart, it's not a fan. Night after night, it compounds. Small internal battles become chronic strain. What started as just a little pressure becomes an invisible tax on your vascular system. Every night you delay that trip to the bathroom, your body pays interest. Over time, that interest adds up. Hypertension, heart stress, increased stroke risk, poor sleep quality, kidney fatigue, cognitive fog, all from ignoring a signal you were designed to obey. This isn't about inconvenience, it's about intelligence. Because here's what the wise know: getting up isn't weakness, responding isn't defeat. There's no medal for pretending your biology doesn't matter. Your body speaks in subtle language, sensations, pulses, nudges in the night. The healthiest people are the ones who listen. So next time that low belly whisper comes calling, don't argue. Don't weigh the floor tiles against your comfort. Don't wait for desperation. Get up. Take care of business. Reset your system. And go back to sleep like someone who knows how to protect their peace. Because you're not just going to the bathroom. You're lowering your heart rate, you're reducing vascular strain, you're preserving brain health, you're choosing longevity, and that's not weakness, that's wisdom, walking softly, half asleep, to the bathroom at 3:07 a.m. And number 8, too hot, too cold, just right. Your heart has an opinion. You slide under the covers, lights off, silence sets in. You expect peace, restoration, deep sleep. But there's a silent player shaping the night before you even close your eyes. Temperature. Not just a comfort detail, not just a thermostat setting. Temperature is information, and your body is always listening. Too cold? Your body goes into defense mode. Your blood vessels tighten to preserve heat. Your heart starts pumping harder to keep you warm. Hands and feet go numb, circulation dips, and your core fights to maintain its rhythm. This isn't cozy. This is mild survival mode. And if your heart's already aging, if arteries are stiff, if blood pressure runs high, that extra effort isn't harmless. It's stress. Even while you sleep. Too hot? That's not comfort either. You toss, you sweat. Your skin flushes as your body desperately tries to cool down. But to cool down, your heart speeds up. It pumps blood to the skin, widens vessels, calls in backup. And all the while, deep sleep slips away. Your brain stays semi-alert. Your nervous system, meant to rest, stays active. You may not remember waking, but your body remembers the battle. Every degree off balance nudges your system, subtly, repeatedly, night after night. This isn't about preference, it's about physiology. Because sleep isn't just a break, it's when your body restores. And temperature is a gatekeeper. Your ideal range, not freezing, not sweltering, 18 to 20 degrees Celsius, 64 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Cool enough to help your core temperature drop, a signal that sleep should begin. Warm enough to avoid shivering, tightening vessels, and dragging your heart into overtime. This is the sweet spot, the Goldilocks zone for your circulatory system, where heart rate slows, blood pressure settles, and sleep can do its real work. So tonight, before bed, check the numbers, not your phone, your thermostat. A few degrees up or down may not seem like much, but for your heart, your brain, your immune system, and your long-term health, it's the difference between surviving the night and truly recovering. Because your body's not trying to be picky, it's trying to thrive. Let it. Sleep is where healing begins. Quiet, cellular, sacred. It's not just rest, it's repair, renewal. And every little habit before bed, it's either lighting a fire under your future or quietly draining your vitality drop by drop. You're not too old to reclaim your nights. You're not too far gone to reset your rhythm. You're not too busy to protect the organ that makes you, your brain. This is the truth. Smart sleep isn't luxury, it's legacy. So choose wisely, dim the noise, guard the hour. Let your body do what it was born to do, heal, protect your sleep, protect your brain. Age like a warrior, calm, intentional, unstoppable. If this spoke to you, share it. Send it to someone you want to see thriving at 90. And if you're hungry for more science-backed, soul-fueled health wisdom, tap like, hit subscribe, and stay in the circle. Good night, Super Agers. Sleep smart, sleep strong. We'll see you in the morning.